So in this video, I'm just gonna go through a couple of books that I've gotten just to kind of share with you guys. Maybe you might be interested in them, and just give a quick flip through and a quick sort of comment about them, just in case you're on the lookout to get some new awesome art books. So majority of these I actually got from the library, so I haven't bought them, they are borrowed, but the library is a really underused resource, and it's so hard sometimes. Like, I love owning books and comics. I love it. But at the moment I'm pretty poor, but I still want to have lots of new influences and things like that. And even though yes, the internet has a lot of stuff on there, books are still very valuable. So this one here is Drawing Realistic Animals, Wildlife, Pets and More by Robert Louis Caldwell. And I just from the cover, I was like, damn, look at these awesome sketches of animals. Look so freaking realistic, and it's gotta be good, right? So I'm gonna give a quick flip through. So they've got like a standard sort of step-by-step how-to guide of how to draw different animals. But it's nice to see how proper layering of graphite and pencil really builds up to something quite beautiful and stunning, and like has a lot of depth. Like, it's so nice. And for me, I don't really do realism. I do illustration and comics and stuff like that, but I'd love to just touch base with some realism, get to know it again, and you know, work on my skills. And I thought I might do a video where I go through and actually do some of these because they're so nice. Oh, and of course at the beginning of every drawing book there's the general sort of materials and stuff like that. So if you're completely new, you know what to get, you know where to start, which is great, like fundamentals and stuff. Shapes and value. Value is very important, especially when you're doing realistic stuff. So this might be a good book if you have a little experience with some of the basics, or you want to touch base with the basics. I recommend this book if you like drawing animals and if you want to just practice some cool realism stuff. Moving on is something completely different. I saw this and I thought, this looks actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I loved how to draw manga books when I was in high school, but I kind of moved on from it because a lot of them don't teach you how to draw well. Most of them. But this looks really good. Like, it's Shoujo Fashion Manga Art School Year 2. So I'm guessing there's a Year 1, which I want to get my hands on. And I just saw it and I'm like, I love this. It's a dynamic cover. It's got a, you know, a beautiful woman of color on the front cover, and it's just so dynamic. And I'm like, yes, I love it. It's very attractive. It has very detailed ways of drawing clothes. Like, it's got all those extra ridges and stuff. It doesn't feel as stiff as normal manga has, very boxy sort of stuff. It goes through, again, the basics of what materials to use, a simple basic coloring technique. I like that they have different characters, different clothing styles, just a whole bunch of different fashion. It's not just like the typical manga. Not there's anything wrong with that, but you know, there's more than just that. Oh, this is so good. It talks about different clothing types as far as like different sleeves, different necklines, baby shoes. This is stuff that I don't do at all, and it's like, I should really learn how to draw just so many different types. Maternity clothes, university wear. My life. This is my life right now. Different poses, like, it's very, very comprehensive. I would recommend this book. Even if you're good at drawing clothes, you can do better. You can do better. Oh, it's even a thing about facial hair. It's just, wow. It's got a whole bunch of like random little stuff in it, and you know, a diverse range of characters and body types and shoes. Shoes are hard to draw. For me anyway, because I just sort of draw the same basic shoe all the time. And just interesting details with backpacks. I love it. I think this is a really good book, and I'm surprised I don't think I would ever say to myself like, this manga book has a lot of stuff that I could learn from. But hey, sometimes you just gotta take a chance, pick up a book and be like, you know what? I wouldn't have normally picked this book up for myself, but looks really good. Some wedding sort of stuff, different hairstyles, uniforms, like actual in-depth stuff about uniforms, how clothes move, doing different poses. This is really good. It's even got some stuff about perspective in there and dynamic angles. So it's not just about drawing clothes, it's had a lot about drawing people in here as well, which is very good. Yeah, I recommend this book. Give it a go if you want to learn more about drawing people, different body types, different clothing and stuff like that. I feel like almost anyone can learn something from this. Moving on to the next book, it is a Drawing Pets, Dogs, Cats, Horses and Other Animals with Giovanni Cavardi. Now, I like this guy because I have a couple books by him, and it's just really awesome. I picked this up, didn't even know it was by him. There's some stuff on perspective, anatomy of different, all kinds of animals in there. I like the way he sketches. It's very dynamic and sort of lifelike. Got some cute doggos there, some paparinos, some woofers, all the kinds. Some chickens. Oh, these are good. I struggle drawing cats actually, so I need to get back into that because there's a cat in one of my comics and it still looks too cartoony. Horses. Horses are really hard to draw. I've mentioned this before. They can be one of the most difficult animals to draw. I'm sure a lot of people disagree with me and they're like, dude, I can draw horses with my eyes closed. And I'm sure you can, that's great. But a lot of people struggle with horses and I do. Like, I can draw a horse, but I feel like I can't capture the sort of like quiet beauty essence of it. And like, there's so many different details and muscle groups that to capture a horse just right is very hard. But yeah, I like these layouts of having sketchbook sort of layouts. They look good. I like the way it looks in here. And damn, look at all this awesomeness. This would be a great reference book to have. Ooh, and stuff about skulls and stuff in the back here. Knowing anatomy and knowing skulls and bone structure is so important, guys. You have no idea. Yeah, I would highly recommend this book. This is another really good book. Like, I'm borrowing this from the library, but I think I'm gonna have to buy some of these myself. And there's a whole lot of other books that they have, you know, mentioned in the back. But this, I want to get this as well because there's a lot more stuff about animals in there and I love drawing animals. This is one that I have bought myself and I've had it for a little while, but I wanted to go through and show you guys if I haven't already. It's just basically Tome of Beasts and it is a D&D book. However, it's got a lot of awesome art in there and inspiration if you're into drawing different animals and creatures and stuff. I'll give a quick flip through here because there's so much in this book and it was about 50 bucks and that was pretty good. Like, there's a whole bunch of different artists in here as well, different styles. And it's good, like it gives you the information about the character. Not only if you're playing D&D, but if you want to draw it yourself, you can just go off the description and see if you can come up with a slightly different rendition of a creature. Yeah, I think there's a whole bunch of dragons in here too. Dragons, it's like really different stuff in here. That's what I like. It's like a little bit unexpected, different from the norm, inspiring. I love books for D&D and stuff like that because they have really good illustrations that you can use as like a reference or an inspiration. The next book I have is Sketch Your World, Essentials Techniques for Drawings on Location by James Hobbs. I just thought this would be different to kind of grab. If I was in a bookstore, I wouldn't buy this myself, but I'm in a library and it ain't costing money, so I'm gonna have a look at it. Skip the basics bit, but it talks about sketchbooks and stuff in there. Ooh, it's cute. It's got a little section on how to make your own sketchbooks, so a little project for you there. Oh, even talks about digital tools. That's great. So in this book, he kind of goes through a lot about drawing plein air, which is like drawing outside in nature, just capturing the world around you, and then different techniques in that as well. Like there's so many different ways you can do it. It's not just realistically, it's sort of like a cartoony style, a graphic design style, a very somewhat abstracted style. It talks about you like learning to actually look around you and draw what you see, not what you think you see. And sometimes, you know, you can even just draw stuff around the house that you kind of think is boring because you see it all the time. But it's a good, you know, you don't have to go to a beautiful park to draw, or it's so interesting that it's not just like a realistic style. So yeah, I think it's a good little book if you want to get into doing some drawing outside and just practicing those skills. So here's another book. It is 101 Top Tips from Professional Manga Artists by Sonia Leong. I really like the look of this cover and I thought I'm going to get this to kind of go with the other manga book a little bit. Talks about mangas as like a sequential art, different digital tools you can use, cameras and scanning equipment, all of that basic stuff. Drawing characters, goes into the basics of that, drawing different anime-esque styles. Drawing the body, it talks about basic proportions and how to simplify them for manga. Character design, that's kind of a cool dude there. This is really important. This has got some good stuff about the basics of character design, so talking about shape and silhouette. and how important just starting with like a black blob actually is. You might go and start making a character and just have all these beautiful colors, like I want rainbow colors, I want her to have all of these accessories and all of this stuff, but just because it's busy and complicated doesn't mean it's a great character. Just gonna quick flip through here. Yeah, it goes into a whole bunch of different stuff, different skills that you would need. It touches on it very lightly, I think, all the different stuff that you would need, but there's lots in here. And I'm sure that if you borrowed from the library or bought this, you would find something that you would learn from it. And it's got a little section at the back here about actually making comics, which is good. So we're talking about planning the story, writing the script, layout, thumbnailing, all of that jazz. So that's really good. And yeah, little tips and tricks in there. So that's a really cute little book. I think it's a good for a beginner if you are wanting to get into drawing your own comics and manga. Moving on, I saw this in the library and I was like, what? There's a Draw Jazza book in here? I'm gonna get it. So this is Jazza's book, Creating Characters, and I just really wanted to get it because I love Jazza, not only because he's a fellow Aussie, but he just is such a nice guy and he is so talented. He does so many things. So give a really quick flip through, and if you want to get this book, please support Jazza, and I'll put a link down in the description below if you'd like to get this. He is so talented, and this is really good if you are interested in like a very comic book sort of style, cartoony style, I want to create different characters. I like all of these because they're all demonic and stuff, but there's a wide range of different characters in here. Little comic stuff there. Talks about proportions, different settings, body refinement. I guess it doesn't help that I flip backwards through these, but oh well, it's just easier that way. Some anatomy stuff in here as well is really good, like drawing faces and stuff. And just some really interesting different styles in there, and basically how to start doing some characters, designing different characters for simple things like comics and animation and stuff. So this is really good if you're into character design, maybe like a bit of a beginner book. It's awesome. Well done, Jazza. It's such a good book. So the last book today is this one here. It's called The Anatomy of Style, Figure Drawing Techniques by Patrick J. Jones. I saw this and I thought, oh my God, it's so pretty. It really drew me in, so I thought I'm gonna borrow this book and have a look. And I am not disappointed. Like, I'll give a quick flip through because the video is a bit long now, but it's got a lot of stuff obviously about basics of anatomy and making it more realistic and really capturing the different, I don't know, like it doesn't look airbrushed, which is what I like. It goes really into detail about the muscles and the bones. I feel like some people like just can't draw arms. They don't understand that there's, you know, like two bones here that kind of twist, if that makes sense. I don't know. If you know about now, you know what I'm talking about. Some people just draw like, this is one bone, this is another bone, and it doesn't make any sense. So this is good. It talks about the twisting there. Hands, everyone's Achilles heel. I like that it's done on toned paper. It's very detailed. It's got lots of notes and stuff in there. It feels like you're taking a sneak peek at like a really experienced artist's sketchbook and you're like, oh, that's the secret to drawing people. Awesome. Yeah, I really like this. I think I'm gonna have to get this book for myself and just own it because it's such a good reference book. And a lot of people who are kind of new to drawing faces and look at this and go, what the hell is going on here? But I promise you this is really helpful for when you learn how to draw faces and portraits. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love this book. It talks about life drawing, which is very important. If you can do some life drawing, please do it. Go to a class at your uni, at your school, community center. Draw your dog, draw your cat, draw your friends. You don't have to draw your friends naked, but you know, if you want to. Life drawing is so valuable. And how to turn that, like your sketches, into actual paintings, which I think is a very important skill that has been lost. So if you are wanting to improve and get your art style in that direction, I would recommend this book. Yeah, just wow. It's excellent. And I'm gonna finish the video on this note. Hope you enjoyed this really quick flip through of all of these books and that you found it useful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. That would help me out so much and I would appreciate it. I'll see you guys in my next video, but until then, keep drawing.